make the then fading Right Enterprise and Subsidiary for Events Incorporated. But I do remember being in love with him, and there were times when he said he loved me back, even if I'm not sure of what the truth is now. Either way, I do not want the right name or the event's name dragged through the mud because of a slip-up. If Marianne so much as talks of this, threaten Marianne? Oh jeez. Can't really threaten Marianne. Let's just ask for a silence. Let's be gentle. Marianne is a good sort, isn't she? So far, she has been reasonable and accommodating, even towards Luke's ridiculous requests. Perhaps patient and professional, did it only extend to business? Or would she be able to understand that things like this are not as simple, not as clean, as they are painted to be? Certainly I can talk to her.
I won't speak a word, Mrs. Wright. Not only am I contractually obliged to, it would also go against my principles.
Oh, that's good.
This is no one else's business but your own, and it should be kept between the two of you. And whoever you wish to seek counsel from.
Please, Marianne. You have to understand. These sort of affairs, if anyone were to know this, they could just twist it and we'll be ruined.
So Anna and Luke don't really love each other? Maybe, we don't know. But they first got together for business and financial power.
All I ask for is your silence on the matter.
If I am to be frank, Mrs. Wright, this isn't new for me.
What?
You aren't the first, and you certainly won't be the last to have complicated dealings. Unless what you're doing is illegal, I turn a blind eye.
Can I trust her?
If I wasn't in the same boat, I'd be trying to pry those secrets and gossip with you about them by now.
Well, I'm keeping that information confidential as well.
Or will she? I'm gonna bet that Ashton, when we play Ashton, because Ashton is like an investigator, and Ashton's gonna need to ask questions for whatever reason, and he's gonna have to ask Marianne of that, and she's gonna speak. Yep. I'm betting that's gonna happen. Anyway, it's not like I have any other choice, do I?
Thank you.
Continue to eat our meal in peace, finishing the last of the food and drink. When the door to the parlor opened, Marianne and I are just sitting in silence.
Madam, the photographer from Luxury Living is here.
I give him nothing but a small nod.
This was a wonderful meal, Marianne. You're free to return to your duties.
You're free to return to your duties.
I must excuse myself.
It was my pleasure. And thank you for the food as well.
Making my way downstairs, I look back and see Marianne give me a nod and a small smile. That certainly put me in lighter spirits. An interview with Luxury Living. That is today, isn't it? Oh yes. People had caught wind of a new mansion the very moment we left the open house. Luke had boasted he could acquire the property in no time and allowed a photo shoot for an interior design magazine to be scheduled today. Well, there were complications and it took longer than it usually does for us. Hopefully, I won't have any other unfortunate slip-ups with someone who is not bound by confidentiality. Mansion grounds has been one of the first things to be fixed up, aside from the bedroom. Although it's still a work in progress, it had a promising start, and I can already see the flower patches. Luke's favorite daffodil stands out easily, having been transplanted from the pots that used to litter the rooftop of our penthouse. Why, if the moving crew thought that Luke was being hard on them, he clearly did not see the landscaper on his way out. The man looked like he was ready to faint, and Luke seemed ready to kill him by the end of the discussion. It's in the gardens that I see him standing near the flowers in quiet admiration. Oh yeah, my boy. It's hard to miss the hulk of a man that clearly did not belong, and the big backpack and suitcase he has with him makes him look much larger. It is a peculiar sight seeing someone who looks like he does handling little delicate things with such care. This guy is a friend of Isabella, the first character of the game. He looks up from the gardens and does a double take before a friendly face replaces his serene expression.
Miss Wright, yeah? Hi, Zachary Steele here from Luxury Living, ma'am. Hope you weren't waiting too long. But it looks like you're still moving in, huh? Thought for a second there my calendar was wrong and I came here too early.
You look familiar. Have we met?
I have a very wide social circle, so everyone looks familiar at one point or another. But one would think I'd remember someone who stands out like him. The struggle to recall must have been evident on my face as he quickly and kindly answers my question.
Oh, I was with Isabella, your estate agent, when she had the house blessed.
Oh, so we are currently after the events of the first character. Okay.
Oh, yes, that's right. Small world, isn't it?
Should have known you were Miss Wright.
The one and only. Welcome, welcome to Maison de Right.
Welcome to Maison de Right.
And yes, we've been in the process of moving in as we were delayed, but it won't be a problem. They're just adding a few things here and there, and you should still be able to do your work. Where's the rest of your crew then, Mr. Steele?
Zach is fine, please. Mr. Steele makes me feel like I'm a mascot for a cleaning product. Anyway, I'll be your one-man crew for today. Don't worry, been doing this gig for a while now.
You must be quite the veteran to handle this on your own. We've had a full crew coming into our penthouse the last time we were covered in your magazine.
Yeah, he did make a movie by himself, so...
Veteran? Oh, your words are too kind, Miss Wright.
Hannah! If I get to call you Zach, you have my permission to call me Hannah.
Alrighty then. Anyway, I'm no veteran, but I know my camera well enough to make sure this is a good shoot. You can trust me on that, Miss Wright, Hannah.
Oh no. Achievement unlocked, Monsieur le Photographe. Zachary proves quickly enough that I can in fact trust him. His skills with the camera and experience in this industry at the very least. He is kind and courteous, listening and following as I lead him around the house. A really nice fellow, and he treats our household staff well whenever we cross paths with them. I answer his questions to the best of my ability, and he is patient enough to answer mine whenever I get curious enough. For one, I ask what the bags are for. They are quite a magician toolkit. From inside, he had procured several items to embellish the interior with. Bowls of fruit, lemons, tray with pepper meals, stacks of cookbooks, cutting boards, and glass canisters filled with colorful nuts and grains brought in a kitchen setting. For the bathroom, there are white towels, seashells, and decorative soaps. There are other things as well, too numerous to count, and in that large backpack, all in that large backpack and
Tricks of the trade. Softens up a room, makes a place feel more homey, and fills it up with texture. But you guys probably have better stuff I can use for this.
No lights. Don't tell me all of these are just props.
Well, I've got my tripod here. For things like these, natural light is best. I'll just have to set the shutter speed to a real slow setting, and as long as nobody steps into the shot, it'll look great.
Oh, it better.
Oh, what? We go through the rooms one at a time, although we first tackle the ones that the movers have no business in anymore. That's a new room. Okay. The ballroom needs a little preparation with its grand design. Although there is some trouble at first with the wide open space and the picture being backlit. It is in the kitchen that Zachary's props come in handy, considering how Joanne's kept the place so neat and sterile. One can practically eat off the floor. Another new room? Okay. We carry on touring the house and taking pictures where we can, with exception to the rooms which have yet to gain any purpose or design. Too bad I can't take a sneak peek at these photos yet. Funnily enough, he is using a traditional camera. I did not even know film still exists. You know what? I'm gonna bet at some point we will see Zach's pictures and the girl's gonna be in it. Yep, I'm predicting that. With the way he speaks, however, I can see that he knows enough about his craft that I'm not too worried about botched photograph. I imagine photography must be cathartic for him, judging by how at ease he looks while taking pictures. There are small snippets of conversation in between the clicking of the camera. He even goes far as to talk about these terminologies like shutter speeds and aperture when I asked about the technical aspects. I can't quite see the picture as it is made, much like when I watch artists paint on their canvas. But just watching someone passionately practicing their craft such as this is exciting in its own way. Going through the many rooms has been quite the exercise for both of us. Despite that, ooh, he's taking a picture of Annie. My dad, he has been so nice, and I find myself putting on my best smile. Oh yeah. But it is as we're taking pictures in the foyer that everything comes to a standstill for a moment. Just a moment. And I have not been paying attention, I would not have even noticed. It is a mere split second when Zachary's rhythm is put to a halt. His finger doesn't move to release the shutter. Yet, he also doesn't pull the camera away from his face. He is still firmly fixed through the viewfinder. It's like he's also seeing the ghost. His hands shake and there is a light sheen of sweat on his forehead.
Zachary?
Okay, so he sees the ghost, but she doesn't. No response.
Zach? Is something the matter?
Lowering his camera, he blinks and stares at something behind me before shaking his head. Turning around though, I see nothing that could have gotten his attention. Oh, dude. He's like, what the hell? Isabella was right.
Oh no, there's nothing wrong. I just remembered something, that's all.
No, you did not.
Let's get back to the pictures. Can you move a bit more to the left, yeah?
I struggle to respond this time. There's a sudden weight on my back and an indescribable tightness around my throat. Everything stops. And everything starts again as I manage to choke off.
If you're sure.
I don't know what just happened. It was probably just a dizzy spell. I'm fine. And he said he's fine. Continue at the same pace as before, although there is an unspoken agreement that we will not talk about what happened. Also, they both kinda saw the ghost right there.
So, is this a full-time job for you then?
Nah, I just freelance mostly, for magazines, newspapers, and events. So you can't really call it a full-time job. It's fun and it puts food on the table, but it's not what I really want to do. At least, not all the time.
I'm trying to think if Zach actually saw the letter from Isabel. Did you see the letter? I think it did, yeah. Before going to his movie. Okay.
What is it that you want to do then?
Maybe I've been out of line sticking my nose into other people's business, but I can't help but ask. I regret doing so as I see his shoulders slump and the easygoing air he has fades away. He looks torn over whether he wants to talk about it or not.
Films, documentaries mostly. But cinematography is a lot more